What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Nate. Welcome to Big Nate's Book Reviews, home of the best book reviews. Instead, we are doing something different. I am doing a February wrap up. I will get into that, but first, I have got my doobie right here. It is ready to be sparked, and today we are smoking this one for. Let's do the people of Ukraine, for the citizens. We smoking this one for Ukraine, the people on the front lines, civilians, all of them. So, if you got your doobie at home, I highly encourage you to spark that, and then we are going to get into it. So this wrap up, let me break it down for you if you don't know. I'm just finding out about this. I mean, you probably do know, but look. Basically, I'm going to go through the books I read in February. I got 5 of them. Um, Sorry, bro. Look at this. You see this tiny ass little, like, it's all fat up here and then it gets tiny, makes it hard for airflow. But you know what? Sometimes how life goes. So anyway, I'm just gonna go through it. It'll be like a crash course. If you're not trying to watch a whole 10 plus ass minute video of my review of them, then I'm just gonna give you a quick run through of what all the books I read, and we can go from there. So anyway, I'm gonna do this inspired by this channel called Insert Literary Pun Here. We gotta hold up. We gotta get these. This doobie is not sparked. You feel me? This doobie is not sparked. But Insert Literary Pun Here. She does it where she goes from least favorite to most favorite, and I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna take that. So shout out to Insert Literary Pun Here. She's cool. But yeah, let's get right into it. So my least favorite book of the month, by far was Klara and the Sun. I already know I'm gonna get bitched out for this because a majority of people apparently love this book. I thought it was extremely underwhelming, like not very unimpressive, to be honest. Like it's cool, but nothing particularly happens. It's the story of like this robot, this artificial intelligence named Klara, and and AF, which is an artificial friend, and they get picked up by this little girl and her mom. And that's basically the book. That's kind of the premise of it, is they get this artificial friend, and I can't really say too much without spoiling anything. But I'll just say there are some potentially ulterior motives for why they picked Klara up. But yeah, I'm like reading this book. I'm like, okay, this is cool. You know, it's like it's good. It's not like anything crazy. I'm not like particularly engaged, but like it's like, you know, sometimes these things they take some time to heat up, to get hot. And it's like just not happening for me. It's just like not happening. And eventually, at some point, the sort of like punchline of the book, like the whole like the thing, like there's a development that takes place which is like big, and like presumably the crux of the book. And I'm just like, oh, bro, this was not it. I almost put the fucking book down. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's a particular line I'm thinking of that I'm just like, damn, bro. Like I don't know. Just honestly, there's a lot of cool ideas in this book. The problem is he doesn't really flesh them out, and I think every idea in this book I could think of someone who has done it better. It's almost a little like derivative, if that makes sense. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I'm just keeping it 100 with you because a lot of the people do love this book. I just don't. I truly do not see what the appeal is. There's some of my favorite parts of the book is, which this is cool, is the sun is like a character in this book, and Klara is solar powered, so she derives, like, there's these scenes where she's just getting, like, the sun is just nourishing her, giving her like sustenance, and those are just like really satisfying scenes. I liked that. But like all in all, this like that was kind of the highlight of the book for me. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, but I really don't really have much else to say about this. I'll do a whole book review, but for now, overall underwhelming. I do like the ideas. I did like the characters. The writing is good. It's like a little over descriptive, and sometimes the dialogue is like not real. Like kids, motherfucking kids, do not be saying anything close to this shit. You know, that kind of like they're just mouthpieces for Ishiguro. And to be honest, I didn't even really think what he had to say was that insightful. I'm just being 100 with you. But okay, I don't want to like just trash the book. It was good, and a lot of people, a lot of trusted, truly reliable sources thought this book was amazing or a masterpiece. So this has got to be something that just boils down to different taste, truly, because there are too many people that I know that are really with the reading shit and they like this book. So anyway, overall, I'm gonna give this book like a C. I don't know, it could be subject to change, but yeah, I'm gonna give this book a C. But okay, up next, it's all fire from here. Up next is Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, and it's the memoir, and it's about Michelle Zauner learning that her mother has cancer, and she goes from Philadelphia to Eugene, Oregon to care for her mother, and it sort of just outlines their time together as her mom's like health deteriorates, and while at the same time using specifically food actually as a way to relive her memories with her mother and recount like their relationship together growing up. So I mean, so obviously this book is going to talk about life and death because her mom dies. It's like in the first line. It's in the first line of the book. It's the premise. Her mom dies, and she has some really insightful things about say about life and death and cancer and caregiving and things like that. But even perhaps more than that is her themes on food and food as an expression of so many different things. Food as a way to express love and care. Food as a way to grieve. Food as a way to relive a person's memory. Food as a way to preserve culture. I could go on. There's so many. And on top of that, Michelle Zauner's writing in this book is actually just really good. Just in general, just as a general comment about the writing, it flows. It's very easy to read. And it's solid. There's some really good imagery in here, especially with regard to food. So shout out to Michelle Zauner. I gave this book a B plus because there are some things with her writing that I was not really big on, but I think anybody else would probably give this book at least an A minus, and I would really truly recommend it to anybody because it's just one of those books. Like you're not gonna read that book and be like, I didn't like that. It's not gonna happen. So up next, Sing Unburied Sing by JESMYN Ward. This is the story of Jojo, who's this 13-year-old boy, black boy. It takes place in southern or rural Mississippi, like in the deep south. And the premise of this book, I forget if I said, but he's like a 13-year-old boy, and he's caring for his sister, basically his baby sister, and them and their mom, Leonie, who is severely addicted to drugs, as well as her mom's friend. They go up to pick Jojo and them's father up, Michael, who is white. So that's like the from prison. Sorry, he just got released from prison. So that's the premise of this book, and there's a lot of things that this book just does right for me. Like for one, it's Southern literature. Which I love. I've always just loved all types of anything Southern. It's black literature. Black literature is some of my favorite like subgenre or like ethnicity, I guess you would say, of literature. It's just so fire through and through. There's elements of supernatural stuff here. It takes place in modern day. It's just a really cool and unique book, and it has a lot of cool themes like like spiritual connection with the land. Of course, there's going to be racism stuff in there, as well as like the historical context of like transitioning from slavery to prison labor. There's of course like themes about family and addiction, and yeah, it's just a solid book. And her writing is like jaw-dropping good, if you ask me. I literally was having like a physical reaction reading this fucking book because her writing was so good to me. I know a lot of people trusted sources who actually did not like her writing, so I don't really know much. What I'm learning more and more, taste is a real thing. Like there are people I wholeheartedly trust their opinion and really value what they got to say, and they love books I hate and hate books I love. I don't know what it is. It's just sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But so to be honest, I gave that book an A minus because one fatal flaw of that book is there's no character development, like basically at all. Everyone is the same at the end of this book as they were in the beginning. Kind of deal. And yeah, that really kind of sucked. But I still gave it an A plus. But I was gonna say, if you're anybody else, you might think it'd be less than an A minus. To be honest with you, I think a lot of people would have preferred Crying in H Mart much more than Sing Unburied Sing. But anyway, this is Big Nate's book reviews, home of the best book reviews. So we're doing what Big Nate's got to say. So up next, people gonna be mad about this one. I already know they're gonna get mad. A Little Life by HANYA YANAGIHARA. It is this massive, like 800 plus page book, but it reads so much faster than that. But it's about this dude named Jude, and a group of 4 friends, among them Jude, living in New York, growing up from when they're teenagers to when they are old heads, like literally in old age. So you follow them, but like specifically you follow Jude, who you don't know, and it's like gradually revealed throughout the book that he has, or you do know, but you don't know what it is, but he has had a seriously traumatic childhood, like crazy fucked up. So you kind of you learn about that throughout the book while watching them grow up together and yada, yada, yada. It's all that type shit. So this book is fire, if you ask me. The thing with this book, the reason it's controversial is because it is truly disturbing. There are truly disturbing things that happen in this book. But for as disturbing and like fucked up and atrocious as it is, there are moments of like beauty and love and kindness, and just like they are just truly inspiring beautiful moments. And I'm not even really into that type of shit. I'm not into this type of book where it's like power, friendship, and love, like blah 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 blah. Like that's not, and it's like modern day New York. I'm like, nah, I'm not. Normally that's not my thing, but she goes beyond all that, and it's good. So plus the writing is just fire. So we smoking this one for Hanya Yanagihara. You feel me? So. But yes, up next is and finally, last but not least, is Pachinko by Min Jin Lee. Pachinko is a multi-generational saga that follows a Korean family from 1910 to nearly the year 2000, almost a whole century. And you just watch this family and their communities and the historical and political forces going on and sort of influencing their lives and pushing them around. It's just them surviving, enduring through it all. This whole family you get to watch just like they tackle generational poverty, and just there's periods of like extreme poverty, and there's periods of affluence, and you see them through thick and thin. You get this family all the way, including the like people around them and the people that they love. So it's just fucking good. It's just written really well. It's a masterclass in character work, like seriously. And you should watch my review honestly to see how she went about writing her characters. But yeah, this is just kind of like an easy A for me. This is an easy A for me, maybe A plus. I mean, probably A plus, maybe an A. Honestly, I can't think of one thing wrong with this book, to be real with you. Or if you are interested in a little criticism, check out my video. But anyway, that's Pachinko, and that is the last book of February. So it was a pretty good reading month, except Klara and the Sun. People gonna be mad about that one, but let me know why. Let me know why you like that book. I'm being 100 with you. Like, I want to understand. And I'm not even hating, like it was good, but anyway, I've already said too much. Thank you for watching Big Nate's Book Reviews, home of the best book reviews. Follow me on Instagram at Big Nate's Book Reviews. Follow me on Twitter at Big Nate Reviews. Check out that Amazon wish list. See if I got a book that you like. If you pick that up, I'll try and review it sooner than later. It will get to. I will do my very best. And if you want to put a 5 on that, if you want to put 5 on it, smoke me out. If you want to give me a coffee, it's my birthday tomorrow, so if you want to give me that birthday coffee, that birthday blunt, birthday doobie, I'll have the link in the description for that as well. But anyway, I'm out. Thank you for watching Big Nate's Book Reviews, home of the best book reviews.